Well, a very good evening, everyone. Welcome to the charity race night here this evening. We'll be getting going in just a few moments' time. If you haven't placed your bets here so far this evening, you can do so by visiting www.challengezone.co.uk/bet. That's www.challengezone.co.uk/bet. We'll get things underway very soon. So once again, for those of you just joining us on Facebook and on YouTube, a very good evening to you. We're going to get things underway in just a short time. How's it all sounding out there? Can you hear me nice and clearly on the microphone? We've got an amazing event coming up for you today. Not only have we got the race night, we have some live music performing here in the studio for you as well. So that's all coming up. Let me know how you think it's sounding in the comments. We're going to get things underway in just a few moments' time. If you have just joined us, a very good evening to you. Welcome to the charity race night here from Challenge Zone. If you haven't placed your bets already, you can do so by visiting challengezone.co.uk/bet. Also, let me know what the sound's like. Can you hear everything okay so far? Do you need it louder? Do you need it quieter? How is it coming through so far today? Mitch, no. That's better. Need to take that out of your monitor. Sorry? Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Two. 1, 2. Okay, so just had a little bit of a play around with the audio again now, just to try and get it a little bit louder for you. How's that sounding now? Is that okay, or do you need it to be a little bit louder? Check, check, 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, check. How's the volume? If you've just joined us, a very good evening to you. We're going to get this race night underway in just a few minutes' time. We just boosted the audio a little bit there for you at the moment. If you think that's okay, let me know in the comments on Facebook and on YouTube as well. So here we go then. A very good evening and welcome to the Challenge Zone charity race night here on this Sunday evening. Apologies for the delay. As you can probably tell, we're here in a brand new studio for this evening. We thought we'd go a little bit upmarket for you. So let me know what you think in the comments. So a very good evening then to Tom Wosley, Patsy Greenfield, Ange as well. Good to see you. I know you did message me earlier saying that you would be along, but hopefully you're there. Steve as well, a very good evening to you. You've just joined us here on Facebook. We are streaming across multiple platforms from my personal profile right the way through to the Challenge Zone Facebook page and across on the Challenge Zone website and YouTube channels as well. So however you're joining us this evening, a very good evening to you. I am going to try and keep an eye on as much of the chat streams as I can, but well, trying to do everything basically. As usual, we are social distancing here today, but I couldn't work in a studio this big with just by myself. So a big thank you to Mitch and to Ellie as well that are keeping me in check so far this evening with all the betting and some of the tech side of it as well. So how are you doing out there tonight? Are you ready to try and win some money? Well, we're going to be giving away lots of money hopefully here tonight. We have horse races, we have pig races, we have a lawnmower race for you as well. And those we're going to be doing about 5 of them around here this evening. So if you haven't placed your bets, then down in that bottom corner, just way down there, challengezone.co.uk/bet is where you need to go to. You can place the bets for all the races if you want. You can get them out the way before we even begin, and then you can sit back and watch the stream. If you do get called out as well, don't worry. If you have placed a bet and you're not watching at the time, you will still get those winnings as well. We've tried to make it as fair as we can. Hello to Eva and Leo as well that are tuned in and watching, and of course Gary and Sam as well. Hope you're having a good evening. I know Eva's very excited about the pig racing. We've warmed them up, especially for you, Eva. And Leo, we've got those tractors and those lawnmowers ready and waiting for you. So just having a quick glance over to Mitch then, and I think, should we open up betting? Should we give 15 minutes? Yeah, we're going to give 15 minutes then for race 1. And as soon as we get down to that 15 minutes, we will close off the betting, and then we will get race 1 underway. So the first race is a horse race. If you've never been part of a charity race night before, well, don't worry. I'll explain all about it now for you. It's quite simple. There are 8 horses in every single race. There are 8 horses, 8 pigs, 8 lawnmowers. So we're keeping it in 8. If you fancy the name of one of the horses, pigs, or the lawnmower, you can then bet on that horse. To bet, you go to www.challengezone.co.uk/bet. Bets cost £2 per bet. So please bet responsibly and bet within your means. Once again, I do apologise. Today I've paired up the dodgy jacket. Yeah, this side as well. Dodgy jacket with shorts as well. Ladies, do control yourselves. I know I'm showing a bit more skin than I usually do, but it's a little bit warm here in the studio. So as you can see on the screen just over there then, our horses for race number 1 have appeared, and they are as follows. Horse number 1 is the Naughty Vicar. Horse number 2 is Anklebiter. Horse number 3 is Sir Winalot. Horse number 4 is French Stew. Horse number 5 is Fido's Dinner. Horse number 6 is Half Full. Horse number 7 is Fruit the Loop. And horse number 8 is Supercharger. Do any of those take your fancy? Well, if they do, visit challengezone.co.uk/bet and you will be able to place your bet. You can place a bet on one horse or all 8 horses. What we then do, we split the winning pot between all of the people that have bet on that horse. Each bet costs £2. Out of that £2, £1 will go straight away into the winner's pot. The other £1 will be going to our local charity cause here in Redditch, which is Batchley Support Group. They do some amazing work here in the local community. They've got food banks, they've got group support that meet up, they've got trained helpers that will listen if you're in time of crisis. They can put you in touch with people. If you're having a hard time and you really don't know where to turn to, you can turn to Batchley Support Group. And if they can't help you themselves, they will know someone who can. So it's an amazing organisation. We're proud to be supporting them here this evening at Challenge Zone. And we hopefully can raise lots of money for them. Also coming up this evening, we have a little bit of a surprise for you. Not only is he running the betting here this evening and most of the tech when I mess up and it all goes horribly wrong, we're going to get Mitch Loveridge to do some singing for us live here in our brand new studio here this evening as well. So let me know in the comments what you think about the setup as well. Will it do? Will it be the new home? We're hoping to do these charity race nights once a month. So if you like it, we can build up a bit of a tally on that. So 12 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. Horse number 1, the Naughty Vicar. Horse number 2, Anklebiter. Horse number 3, Sir Winalot. Horse number 4, French Stew. Horse number 5 is Fido's Dinner. Horse number 6 is Half Full. Horse number 7 is Fruit the Loop. And horse number 8 is Supercharger. Those are your runners in race number 1. A very good evening to Andy Bull. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far this evening. So how it's going to work, when that counter just down at the bottom there gets to 0, we will close the betting for race number 1. We will then have a live performance from Mitch while we tot up all the bets and everything else. I'll then come back on stage, let you know how much you could win for the winning prize pot, and then we will run the race. It's as simple as that. We're going to start with a horse race. We're then going to go on to a pig race. We're then going to go on to the lawnmower race, back to a horse race, and end on a pig race this evening. 5 races that you can bet on. Okay. So, Jenny Hughes, a very good evening to you as well. Welcome to this charity race night. Debbie Donoghue as well. Chris Morley, good to have you with us. Played some cracking tunes yesterday on your DJ set. I was having a dance around my bedroom while I was chilling out on there, so well done on that stream. Again, let me know in the comments what you think of tonight. What horses do you want to win? What horses have you placed the bet on? Race number 1 is horse 1, the Naughty Vicar. Horse number 2, Anklebiter. Horse number 3, Sir Winalot. Horse number 4, French Stew. Horse number 5 is Fido's Dinner. Horse number 6 is Half Full. Horse number 7, Fruit the Loop. And horse number 8 is Supercharger. 10 minutes, 28 seconds remaining until we close the betting for race number 1. So hope you're having a good evening this evening. If you think it is hot outside today, imagine what it's like in this studio. I'm not going to lie, not only am I showing the bit of flesh with my legs, the jacket may have to come off at some point this evening because it is getting very, very warm in here, especially under all the studio lights here today. So just a pretty bit of warning, if you take any heart medication or anything like that, have it by the side of you because I wouldn't want anyone to have a heart attack or be passing out through shock as I start to strip off on the stage here this evening. A very good evening as well to Jess and Lisa who are watching in. Hope you are enjoying the stream so far. Gary says it would be better if it was called Stripper Vicar. Well, you never know, the next one might be. We have another horse race coming up for race number 4, so it could be Stripper Vicar, you never know. On the other hand, it could just be called Gary. Who knows? The names are all in there. We will find out. So coming up for you in a while, we have 4 amazing songs? Looking over. Yep, it's nodding. So we know what we're doing here today. 4 amazing songs. Amazing songs. They are amazing songs. We were a little bit delayed as we were just tweaking the order a little bit. First number, we're going to count that as the sound check and the warm up. So if it's that dodgy, it's generally me being the tech at that point. So it's not Mitch's singing. It will be my fault. I've got to say that, otherwise they'll just turn all the lights off and I won't be able to see what I'm doing. So 8 minutes 43 to go then until the first race here this evening. Again, you can place your bets if you haven't done so far. challengezone.co.uk/bet. As I said, bets do cost £2 per bet. Out of that betting pot, £1 goes direct into the winner's pot. £1 minus the PayPal fees will be going to Batchy Support Group, an amazing local charity here this evening. So let's have a quick look then how things are going so far. Well, I would do if the iPad has just logged itself out on here. Always handy. So, have we got, looking over at Mitch, have we got any horses that haven't got any bets on them so far for race number 1? Okay, so we have a few horses then that haven't got any bets whatsoever so far. So if you want to sneak in and steal a cheeky bet on those, I shall bring them up and tell you which ones those are. Okay, so Fruit the Loop has the most bets so far. Least amount of bets, Fruit the Loop. Horse number 7 has the least amount of bets so far this evening. Ankle Biter has plenty of bets, but you never know. It might be a case of that will all change as you've still got 7 minutes, 14 seconds until our first race. Okay, so highly interesting TV. Watching me type into an iPad as I try and bring up all of the details here in front of me as well. So there we go. Okay, right. So what were those again then, Mitch? As it's still not loading here. So, Fruit the Loop, so far, no bets. Ankle Biter, if you've already bet on it, good luck to you. If you haven't bet yet, you will be sharing the winnings with quite a few people. So, stay away from horse number 2. Oh, French Stew only has 1 bet on it so far. So, if that is your bet and that comes in, you will take the whole prize pot itself. So, 6 minutes, I believe that is, to go until we close the betting for race number 1. As I said, what will happen when we get to 0 on that count clock just down there? We will close the betting down. We will have a live song courtesy of good old Mitch. And then we will be counting up all the money, counting up all the bets, working out what's going to happen after that, basically. And we make it up as we go along, as we always do here in the live Challenge Zone studio. Those horses, once again then, horse number 1 is the Naughty Vicar. Horse number 2 is Ankle Biter. Horse number 3 is Sir Winalot. Horse number 4, French Stew. Horse number 5 is Fido's Dinner. Horse number 6 is Half Full. Horse number 7 is Fruit the Loop. And horse number 8 is Supercharger. A very good evening to John Bircham. Hope you're having a good one there at the moment. Yes, you can. If you do want to place all your bets now, save going backwards and forwards to and from the shop, you can do. We have 5 races here this evening. Race 1 is a horse race. Race 2 is a pig race. Race 3 is a lawnmower race. Race 4 is a horse race. And race 5 will be a pig race again to end. So if you want to place all your bets here this evening, you can add them all into your shopping cart. If you haven't seen it yet, if you're on a mobile phone, scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page where you've got the /bet, and you will see them all at the bottom. They're all on individual pages. So page 1 will be race 1, page 2 will be race 2, 3 will be race 3, 4 will be race 4, and 5 will be race 5. So you can just select all through those, click add to cart to as many as you want, and then check out all together. So you don't have to just place one bet for one horse in one race. Okay, please do bet responsibly though. We don't want anyone going hungry, thirsty, or just running out of money. It's a difficult time for everyone at the moment. So please bet within your means, and we will have some fun here this evening. The last thing we want to hear is people going without food just because they bet on their favourite horse here this evening. 3 minutes 50 to go then to get those bets in first. A very good evening to Nigel Rogers that has just joined us as well. Hope you're having a good one so far this evening, Nigel. Are you all enjoying the sun out there? It has been amazingly hot this past few days, hasn't it? I myself have managed to sunburn. Yeah, strange that, a ginger that doesn't actually tan. But it's true, I've got nice and sunburn. Not that you'll be able to see it because my arms are covered up at the moment. But we shall see how that is going. Apparently Leo has just noticed that my legs are out. Yes, I do apologise. It got far too hot in the studio to put on the jeans here today. So I've given my legs a little bit of an airing. So there we go. Hopefully hidden enough behind the lectern. If I just sort of go like that, you won't see them too much. Hope it's not blinding you out there. And ladies, keep breathing. Keep breathing, okay? Don't want anyone having a bit of a panic attack or a heart attack out there tonight. 2 minutes 52 remaining then until race number 1 will close. Stuart Cookie, hey bud, loving the studio. Fantastic, thank you. We're liking our new home for it as well. For those of you that have joined us for the first time this evening, don't forget every Tuesday evening we do a game show. We like to call it All the Games Game Show as we mix catchphrase with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, with Play Your Cards Right, with anagrams and all sorts of things. And you can win Amazon gift vouchers, Vintage Tracks gift vouchers. We've got a couple of Kingfisher Shopping Centre vouchers to give away as well. For those of you in and around Redditch. That's every single Tuesday from 8 o'clock in the evening. So do make sure you tune in for that. It's going to be a bumper of a show. Oh, and bingo. How could I forget the bingo? We do have a round of charity bingo every week. It is £5 to enter. From midday tomorrow, those bingo cards will be available. And you will win a minimum of £14 if you get a full house and a minimum of £7 if you win the line. So all you have to do is visit our bingo page, which is challengezone.co.uk/bingo. You can pick your own 12 numbers. So it keeps it nice and fair. You then print those numbers out, and we have a go at bingo on a Tuesday night, usually probably around 9 o'clock on Tuesday. So we get some of the games, Play Your Cards Right and stuff out the way first, then a bit of bingo, then back to some more Play Your Cards Right, catchphrase, and that sort of things. 1 minute 22 minutes. 1 minute 22 minutes? It's one of them days, it really is. 1 minute 15 seconds. There we go. Remaining of the first race. It's going to take me that whole minute just to say it. If you are going through checkout when it hits to 0, don't worry, your bets will still be placed. If you haven't placed your bet by the time it gets to 0, please just wait. Within 10 minutes, we will open up the betting again for the next lot of races. But please, if you're at the point of PayPal, when you get to 0, carry on. But if you're not, then just hold on for 10 minutes or so. As soon as Mitch finishes his first performance, we will then open up the betting for race number 2, and we will get going all over again. So, 35 seconds remaining. Those horses. Horse number 1, the Naughty Vicar. Horse number 2, Ankle Biter. Horse number 3, Sir Winalot. Horse number 4, French Stew. Horse number 5, Fido's Dinner. Horse number 6 is Half Full. Horse number 7 is Fruit the Loop. And horse number 8 is Supercharger. 15 seconds. And just to remind Mitch over there as well, the remote that I will need in a second is probably over there somewhere. That's the one. All prepared here. All prepared here. 4, 3, 2, 1. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I can tell you that betting for race number 1 has now closed. It's under that one. There you go. There you go. So, betting has now closed. As you can see on the screen down there, which can mean only one thing. We are going to remove, or try and remove, race number 1 off the screen. We are going to remove the ticker off the screen because we don't need that either. And we're going to let Mitch get to his position, ready and waiting. If I just do that on the way through, no one saw a thing, see? Okay, so as Mitch makes his way and gets ready, we're going to tot up all the races. We're going to find out how much you can win then for race number 1. We will be back in just a few moments. In the meantime, we have some live entertainment here for you tonight in the form of the one, the only, Mitch Loveridge.
I've been spending all my time, couple women by my side. I got singing on my mind, sipping on red wine. I've been sitting here for real, ripping out the pages. How'd I get so faded? How'd I get so faded? Oh, now don't leave me lonely now. If you love me, how you never learn. Tell me when it kicks in. Tell me when it kicks in. I've been looking for a love, thought I'd find her in a boy. God, make me another one. I'll be feeling this tomorrow. And Lord, forgive me for the things I've done. I was never meant to hurt no one. And I saw scars upon a broken heart, love. Oh, no, don't leave me lonely now. If you love me, how'd you never learn? And two color crimson in your eyes, wanted to freak my mind. And this is how it ends. I feel the chemicals burning my bloodstream and fading out again. I feel the chemicals burning my bloodstream. So tell me when it kicks in. Tell me when it kicks in. So tell me when it kicks in. kicks in. Oh, the voices in my mind calling out across the line. Oh, the voices in my mind calling out across the line. Oh, the voices in my mind calling out across the line. Oh, the voices in my mind calling out across the line. Oh, the voices in my mind calling out across the line. Oh, the voices in my mind calling out across the line. Oh, the voices in my mind calling out across the line. Oh, the voices in my mind giving. Oh no, now some scars are falling. Tell me when it kicks in. The broken heart in love, and tell me when it kicks in. And now some scars are falling. Tell me when it kicks in. The broken heart in love, and tell me when it kicks in. And now some scars are falling. Tell me when it kicks in. The broken heart, and tell me when it kicks in. And I saw scars upon it. Tell me when it kicks in. The broken heart, love. Tell me when it kicks in. And I saw scars upon it. Tell me when it kicks in. The broken heart.
Oh yes, as if by magic, I am back. Ladies and gentlemen, Mitch Loveridge there on that one. I was just totting up the remaining parts there of the of what was going on, basically. All I can see at the moment is Mitch just like scrabbling across the floor trying to see what's what. Give me 2 seconds. There we go, and I'm back. Okay, so breathe. Amazing performance there by Mitch. He will be singing a live song after each round. Are you there? I think you can still see me. A little bit hazy in here now. Okay, so we have the results in for race number 1. So I can tell you, if your horse comes in today, you will win a pot of £6 for race number 1. Okay, so if you are the only winner, you will get that £6. If you are sharing it, as there are a few of the horses are, you will receive a split of that pot. So let's have a look then. We are going to head on over to the races. It is up and it is ready to go. So let's head on over to our official to see how your horses are going to get on here this evening for race number 1 then. Here we go. Remember, cheer those horses. The louder you cheer, the more it will run. Believe it or not, that's how it works.
Number 1, first time out this season, unknown quantity number 1. Let's see what happens. Number 2, a good game stayer. Number 2 always gives a good run for its money. So number 2, a good game stayer. Number 3 never really seems happy in this company and never seems happy over the jumps. So that's number 3 for you. Number 4, this race could be half a mile too much for number 4. We're not sure. It could be half a mile too much. Tends to tie near the end, number 4. Number 5, it's the best finisher in the race if it can stay on its feet. And then we come to everybody's favourite. Horse number 6, loves the jumps, loves the atmosphere, never wins. Number 7, can go all the way, never ever falls. It's never ever fallen, it's never been pulled up, always stays on its feet. Number 7, you've got a chance. Number 8, usually tries to run through the fences rather than over them. That's number 8 for you. Not very well strongly fancied in this race, number 8. So, let's see what happens. Let's enjoy it.
Over the jumps at Perth. And they're away for this 3-mile chase, and quickly into his stride is 7 in the black and the yellow. Next to him, wearing the blinkers, is 6, and the green colours is 8, with 5 on the outside. As they come down towards this fence, 6 is in blinkers and is going to rise just in front of 7, who skewed a bit on landing. 8 jumped it nicely on the inside, and close up behind those comes 5. Then a break to 4, followed by 3, and the 2 at the back of the field are 2 and 1. And as they come to this fence, it's still 6, being challenged on the near side by 8, and 7 has a horrid fall there, interferes badly with 5, and also at the back of the field didn't do many favours to number 1. As they turn away into the country for the first time, 6 leads, a couple clear from 4, 5 on the outside, and those 3 have drawn 4 or 5 lengths clear of 8. Making a bit of headway is 2, but going very slowly and looking as though he's going to be pulled up is 3, and also pulled up at the rear of the field is 1. Now they've got all to play for as they come inside the final half mile. 4 on the outside cruising as 6 comes under pressure, 5 a length away in third, and they're followed 2 lengths adrift by 8. 2 is the one at the back of the field, and as they go through the top of that fence, 8 falls. 8 comes, jockey comes out of his saddle, and that just leaves us with 4 left, and they're turning back towards us for the final time. And 4 it is in the centre in the light blue, who goes on from 6, who's under pressure on the left, making a bit of ground wide is 5, and toiling 3 or 4 lengths adrift of those comes 2. They come into the final couple of fences, and out there in front, ears pricked, is 4, jumps it nicely 2 lengths clear from 5. A break then of 4 or 5 lengths back to 6, and 2 who is seriously under pressure. They're the only 4 left in the contest, and on the inside 4 it is. He has the advantage by just half a length or so from 5 as they come towards this open ditch. It's 4 who leads from 5, 3 or 4 lengths back to 6. 2 is 4th and last, and 8 set out, and only 4 remain as they come back towards us with 2 fences to go. Out there in front it is 4 in the light blue, being challenged by 5 in the red on the outside, a couple of lengths back to 6, who's plugging on although tired. 2 looks as though he's done enough as they come down now towards the final fence, and out there in front it's 4 who's drawn 2 to 3 clear from 5, and they in turn are 4 lengths adrift of 6 over the final fence. 2 is a long way adrift in 4, 150 yards to go, and at this stage it looks as though 5 is going to come to challenge 4, but 4 staying on strongly. 50 yards to go, 4 holding 5 inside the final 30, and 4 is tying up in front, and 5 is coming to him. It's 4 from 5, 6 books in a renewed challenge, but up towards the line it might just be 4, just holding on from 5, and 6 was very close up in third, and a tired 4th was numbered.
Oh, wow. Wow, what about that? Number 4 is the winner. So looking over at Mitch, was that one person that won that? One person has taken the whole £6 pot. Not bad for a £2 bet then. Like fighting against the mouse at the moment on the screen. It's okay, it's okay. It is going so well. So number 4 was... Oh, no, it's gone. It's gone. It's all going horribly wrong here. Big thank you to Andy that said could do with a bit more light in the studio. Yep. Unfortunately, due to the heat in here, we've now had 2 of the lamps on that side blow. So if you see me kind of shuffling my way over as the show goes on, it is incredibly hot in here right now. In fact, I'm surprised you can't actually see the sweat dripping off me. It is a very, very warm one. So that was race 1. Were you the winner of horse 4? Let us know in the comments, either down there if you're on Facebook, or somewhere over there, I think it is, if you're on YouTube. Let me know if you're the winner. A very good evening to Mark Quinn as well. Hope you're doing well up there, up in Newcastle, mate. Have you had a cheeky little bet yet? Who knows? Who knows? Hopefully we'll get to catch up soon. Likewise, John Bircham, nice to see you've placed all your bets nice and organised. You've placed them all for the evening so you can sit back and enjoy watching the rest of the broadcast. Patsy Greenfield, it was me. We shouted really loudly. It works. I told you. I tell no lies on this stage. The louder you shout at that screen, the more those horses, pigs or lawnmowers will travel here this evening. Well done to Patsy. That will be sent back to you via PayPal at the end of this, basically. So this next race, we've swapped it up a little bit. We're not just doing horses here today. Oh, no. We have some little piggy wiggies for you as well. This next race, race number 2, is a pig race, okay? So if you want to place your bet, don't worry about it, Mitch. www.challengezone.co.uk/bet. It's in that bottom corner just down there if you haven't already placed your bet. A very good evening then to Leander Odell, Tez Shaw, for tuning in as well. Hope you're having a great evening. Thanks for supporting the stream. Of course, this evening is raising money as well as for your own pockets. It is raising it for Batchley Support Group as well, a fantastic local organisation that does amazing work here in the community. So let's open up betting for race number 2 then. If we bring up the side screen, which is in idents. There we go. And we can then pop up the side screen. No, it's been closed. As you can see, it is going oh so well. We are practicing social distancing. And none of us know what we're doing, to be quite frank. There we go. It is just that one there, and we just add it. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I have actually got a nice little wireless keyboard here, where if I can busily change things around. The downside is I've got a nice big screen just behind the camera, but because it's so far away, I have to squint to try and see anything. There should be one somewhere on those, out of those two that says sidebar. Just click on that, click open, and then you should find Pig Race 2. Just click on that, click OK, or the X to get rid of that window. Yeah, and then bring it up. Just like that. So there we go. We're at technical support here this evening as well. Okay, so let's get that timer going now. 15 minutes remaining then for Pig Race number 2 if you haven't placed your bet. Okay, so the runners in Pig Race for race number 2 are as follows. Pig number 1, Sir Oinks-a-Lot. Pig number 2, Squealer. Pig number 3, Frankenswine. Pig number 4, Chewbacon. Pig number 5, Lindsay Lohan. Pig number 6, Piggly Wiggly. Pig number 7, Hams Solo. And pig number 8 is Pumba. The bets are now open. challengezone.co.uk/bet. It took us hours to come up with these names. Hours, I can tell you. But there you go. challengezone.co.uk/bet. 14 minutes, 7 minutes remaining of this until we run the second race. So what did you think of the live performance by Midge Loveridge then? You want to hear another one? Well, quite frankly, if you don't, it's tough. He's on after this race closes as well. If you did enjoy it, then you can look forward to that. We will be having a chat with Mitch just in a short while as well about some of his music, some of his inspirations and that kind of thing. It's otherwise known in the game as a bit of a filler. So as I'm running around going, I forgot to do stuff, it fills in time. That kind of thing there. 13 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. A very good evening to Dean Adams as well that's just joined us over on Facebook. If you are watching over on YouTube, I do apologise. I've been neglecting the chat over on there for a little while. Mainly because the system and the iPad over here has been a little bit dodgy. It's not been loading, but I hope you are watching and it's all going well over there. So, Pig Race number 2. Just trying to load up the information, see which ones have got bets on, which ones haven't at the moment. Kind of helps it out a little bit. If you're not sure which pig to bet on, at least it gives you a bit of an insight of which ones have got bets, which ones haven't. Makes it a bit fairer for you in some way. But pig number 1 is Sir Oinks-a-Lot. Pig number 2 is Squealer. Pig number 3 is Frankenswine. Pig number 4 is Chewbacca. Pig number 5 is Lindsay Lohan. Pig number 6, Piggly Wiggly. Pig number 7, Ham Solo. And pig number 8 is Pumba. Those are your runners in race number 2. The pig races are a little bit shorter, mainly because they have smaller legs, so they've got a smaller track to run around. But there is just as much excitement in them And believe me when I tell you that some of the pigs are barging each other out of the way. They're doing all sorts of things. So it is one that you are going to want to hang around for and watch. Of course, remember, each bet costs £2 for your bet. £1 of that goes into the winner's pot and be handed out to all the winners, or just one winner if there's only one winner. And the remaining balance, less the PayPal fee, will go to our chosen local charity, which is Batchley Support Group here this evening. So not only are you trying to win money for yourself, you're also earning money and winning money for a local charity. Their food bank has been doing an amazing job delivering food to those that have been having to isolate during this pandemic. So they've been doing amazing work there. The food bank has been running for the homeless as well. They've been handing out lots of food and liquids for the homeless as well. They've been given advice and support throughout this and even before it as well. They have trained advisors within the group that can help on all kinds of things. They also have a number of groups that meet up there on a regular basis. Obviously, when COVID-19 struck, that's all had to stop, but they are still in contact with everyone there as well. And not only that, they managed to find time as well to put on events here in the local community. If you caught any of their events last year, they did a couple of outdoor cinemas. So the last one was at Halloween, where they had, I think it was Hocus Pocus. So they showed Hocus Pocus, everyone dressed up. It was a little bit cold, it was a little bit wet, but it really added to the Halloween theme, and that was an amazing experience. For those of you that have known Batchley Support Group for years, you'll remember the likes of Call by the Pool that they put on. You'll By the School as well. How could you forget the festive Christmas tree light switch on that they organise as well? Those are all done by the fantastic work of Batchley Support Group, and we're proud to be supporting them here at Challenge Zone. So, 10 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. 10 minutes, 15 seconds now remaining on race number 2. Have you placed your bets yet? challengezone.co.uk is just down there, /bet, I should say, which will get you straight on the betting page. If you are on a mobile phone, scroll all the way down to the bottom. You will see at the bottom there, you've got all of the runners for the race. Okay, so you have all of the runners in the race. Well done to Leo. He says he's placed a bet on Chew Bacon. Well, good luck to you with that one, Leo. If you have placed a bet, you can let us know. Why not? Gives us a bit of a chat for 9 minutes or so. You will have to hit page number 2 on the betting, and that will bring up the betting for it. And that will then allow you to place your bets for race number 2. So a very good evening again to Lisa and Jess as well, that are currently placing some bets. Jess has gone for Piggly Wiggly, so who knows? That might come in as well. What do you fancy out of the ones on the list just over there? We've got Pig 1 is Sir Oinkalot, Pig 2, Squealer, Pig 3, Frankenswine, Pig 4, Chew Bacon, Pig 5 even, Lindsay Lohan, Pig 6, Piggly Wiggly, Pig 7, Ham Solo, and Pig 8 is Bomba. Those are your runners in race number 2. So there we go. So 8 minutes 33 remaining. So let's see if we can get through the rest of this broadcast with the remaining lights in here. 6 lights in the roof and throughout today during the rehearsals. Yes, believe it or not, we have done some rehearsing. It doesn't get this chaotic and this streamlined just by not rehearsing. We have to make the chaos work. It's true. But in the rehearsals and everything else, we're down to 3 out of the 6 lights now. It's that warm in this studio. And as if by magic, H2O! Apologies. It is just water, though. It is just water. No beer here, not until after the show. If you can imagine it's this chaotic when I'm drinking water, imagine what it would be like if I had, I don't know, some Budweiser or Corona or anything else up here. It wouldn't be good, would it? I don't know. It might be more entertaining. You never know. So, have you placed your bets yet? 7 minutes 25 remaining. The website is down there. Of course, if you have just joined us as well, don't forget we do every Tuesday evening. I know I mentioned it earlier, but for those of you that just joined us, if you like your catchphrases, your Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, anagrams, anything like that, well, we have them all on a Tuesday evening from 8 o'clock. We put it on the Challenge Zone website. It's on their YouTube page. It's on my personal Facebook as well. It's a little bit of fun. It's all free to enter. You can win Amazon vouchers, Vintage Tracks vouchers. We have some Kingfisher shopping vouchers to give away as well. It is a little bit of fun. It just gives a bit of downtime for those that can't be bothered to watch TV or anything like that. So that is every single Tuesday from 8 o'clock in Studio 1. We're currently now in Studio 2. We are a multi-studio facility here now. It's taken a lot of work to get that as well. We will be going possibly for a third studio as well. You never know. Even bigger and even better. But I'm quite happy with this one at the moment. What do you think of it? Does it look swish? Does it look flash? Could you see yourself up on this stage performing? Well, you never know. It is available to hire. Cheap plug there. So if you do need a live stream studio for anything, then get in touch with us here at Challenge Zone and UK Event Services, and we can get you sorted out. So let's have another look then down at which ones have got bets on and which ones haven't. I do apologise, it's the tablet here is on the Wi-Fi. It's a little bit slow here tonight. It's a little bit slow, but we'll get there on it. We'll get there. Talking of slow, it's me all over today. 5 minutes 33. So if you aren't used to using your phone or your computer, if you are on a computer, by the way, you've heard me say scroll all the way down to the bottom. You'll probably find if you're on a computer, it's on the right-hand side rather than down at the bottom. There are links at the bottom as well, but you'll find them at the top. You'll just see them. If you get stuck, drop a message in the comments. There you go. So what are you up to this evening while you're watching the stream? Perhaps you've just had a massive roast dinner. You're nice and full, sat there on the sofa like, yum, yum, yum. Perhaps you're busy on your computer or just chilling out in the garden with a beer. We want to hear what you're up to this evening while you're watching the Challenge Zone. Having a quick look through then. If you have bet on Sir Oinks-a-Lot, well done. There are some bets on that. Squealer hasn't got any bets at the moment. Pig number 2, Squealer. So if you're looking and wondering which pig to place your bet on, that would be a good bet so far. We also have number 8, Pumbaa. That hasn't got any bets on either. So if that is, perhaps you think, yeah, why not? Another £2. That's all it takes. £1 of that, or at least 75, 80p of that, depending on how much PayPal are going to charge, will go to that charity. But you could win at least, what, 5, 6, 7, maybe even £8. It could just keep going up and up and up. The more bets that are placed, the higher up it will go. Oh, and that is hot news. We need a breaking news. We are in double digits for the payout for this one. Okay, double digits for the payout. For that £2 bet that you may have just placed for race number 2, if you're the only one that's bet on that pig that comes through, you could win double digits. Lindsay Lohan. No one loves Lindsay Lohan. That surprises me. It really does. I would have thought Lindsay Lohan would have had everyone betting on him. It would have been my choice, but obviously not everyone's cup of tea. Hey, hey, it's got nothing to do with her being ginger. Us gingers have got to stick together, okay? Okay. 3 minutes remaining. Patsy Greenfield says barbecue, piggy sausage and bacon. Ooh. The pigs aren't going to like that. Perhaps the loser of this one will be making its way onto a barbecue. Yeah, tasty. You never know. Gary is sat by the aircon, apparently. That's about right for Gary, I would have thought. Sat there probably with a can of Carling in hand. I can see it now, just lay there like, it's too hot. Yeah. Sounds ideal. I know that's what I'd be doing if I wasn't stood under these lights right now. Okay, we have 2 minutes 22. Bear with me 2 seconds. I'm going this way, but I will still carry on talking. So 2 minutes 22 remaining. It's just pressing a secret button that you won't know what it will do. To be fair, I don't even know what it's doing. I'm looking over, it's not doing a lot at the moment. But we shall see if that goes in a minute. If you thought Tuesday's broadcast was going bad, if anyone that saw Tuesday's broadcast, anything that could go wrong did go wrong, from me going to pick up a microphone and actually stepping on it instead. So 2 minutes before the broadcast was due to start, I was running around trying to find another wireless microphone to do the broadcast. So then we had things overheating, we had me knocking over play your cards right cards and boards. Well, I think it's moved on to Sunday as well. It's one of those things. We are practicing social distancing. Usually on a production like this, you'd have a technician sat there being all geeky. You'd have a mathematician, exactly, you'd have a mathematician sat in the corner, busy typing away, working out all the money for the bets and that kind of thing. You'd have someone running around with drinks and fans and keeping people cool. You'd have the presenter that'd have someone whispering in their ear, just telling them exactly what to say, what's coming up, everything like that. But no, not here in our studio. Because of social distancing, you've got poor old Mitch that's busy typing away, trying to get all the bets tutted up, ready before performing, before going back to help on the technical side. Meanwhile, I'm here with my little keyboard and my iPad, trying to work it all out, chatting a load of rubbish. It's what I do best, apparently. But there we go. It has filled a little bit of time. 30 seconds remaining. So if you haven't placed your bet, do get it in now. challengezone.co.uk/bet. You will just have time to hit that add to cart button and get into PayPal before it is closing. Gary says it just shows it's live. It's true. It's all done live. Do you think it would be this seamless if it was pre-recorded? It would be, wouldn't it? It would be absolutely flawless. We would do everything 18 million takes. So, we have 0 down on the clock, just down there in the corner. That means betting for pig race number 2 has now closed. That means you cannot place any more bets unless you are at the PayPal stage. It will not let you place any more bets. What it does mean, though, is we are almost due another performance. So, he's just finishing totting up those last few bets at the moment, and then he's going to make his way over to his little performance corner, because we have another song coming up, which is from the fantastic Mitch Loveridge. If you haven't heard any of his music before, where have you been? He's been on BBC Hereford and Worcester. He's been touring around on all sorts of festivals. He is putting the hours in. He has said he's retiring from music, and then some little ginger person keeps dragging him back into performances. But there we go. You can never retire when I'm around. If I can't, no one can. Just ask me, old man. Anyway, that's another story. Looking over at Mitch. Are you ready over there, Mitch?
Yeah, man.
Cool. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have pig race number 2 in just a few moments. But right now, singing his second song for this evening, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mitch Loveridge.
Come home early after class, don't be hanging round the back of the schoolyard. I've been called up by your teacher, she says she can't even reach you 'cause you're so far. Yeah, you're talking with your feet, we didn't raise you up like this, now dear. There've been changes in the signs, things you don't know about in this family. It don't make sense, nevertheless, you gotta believe it's all for the best. It don't make sense, the way things go, it's all you should know. Sometimes moms and dads fall out of love, sometimes two don't make sense, but nevertheless, you gotta believe it's all for the best. It don't make sense, it don't add up, but we'll always love, no matter what. Sometimes moms and dads fall out of love, sometimes two homes better than one. Some things you can't tell your sister, cause she's still too young, yeah, you'll understand when you love someone. When you love someone. Come home honey after class, don't be hanging round the back of the schoolyard. And if we're crying on the couch, don't let it freak you out, it's been so hard. Sometimes moms and dads fall out of love, sometimes the best intentions just ain't enough. Some things you can't tell your sister, cause she's still too young, yeah, you'll understand when you love someone. When you love someone. When you love someone, yeah. When you love someone. So that was When You Love Someone by James T.W. I'm now going to pass you over back to our resident James.
That was absolutely amazing, Mitch. So don't go anywhere for just 2 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just one button away from letting you know how much you could be winning. Right now, though, you are just talking to an empty screen. So there we go. Right, running back on stage, grabbing the tablet. As you can see, all going so well. I'm back. Here we are. Right. All so well. So well. There we go. Those are all muted and I'm back. Hi. Right. Okay. So looking over at Mitch to find out how much you could win for pig race number 2, as I was busy closing off all the pigs and stuff ready for race 2. £12 is the pot that's up for winning. So those pigs, pig number 1, Sir Oinks-a-Lot, pig number 2, Squealer, pig number 3, Frankenswine, pig number 4, Chew Bacon, pig number 5, Lindsay Lohan, pig number 6, Piggly Wiggly, pig number 7, Ham Solo, and pig number 8 is Pumba. Those are your runners. We're going to get rid of that off of screen. Just like that. We're going to lose the timer off the screen. Just like that. Betting has now closed. And we are going to find out then. Let's head on over to race number 2. Good luck, everyone.
So here we are at the start of this race and the excitement is mounting. I hope your pounds are well spent.
So the loading up procedure is underway. And the first one we can see there, number 8. In the red jacket slots forward into his stall. In the dark green, it's number 3, looking really fit as a flea today. And let's hope his sense of direction is a little better in the race. The other way, there you go, he's in. Number 4 is in the yellow. Oh, look at him going, like an old pro, he knows the way. Then number 1 in the red. In he goes. The whole field are nearly locked away. Here in the blue is number 6. Where's he going? They'll gather him back in a second. There he goes. He's going in. This is number 5 in the turquoise. Slotting in nicely. There won't be too many more in the black. Number 7. He's slotting in towards his outside stall. And might well be completing the lineup. There's number 2 in the black. Just a couple more left to go forward. And they're all in. They're off and away they go. Early on it's going to be Turquoise 5 who shows in front as further back Yellow crashes into the wall, but he's catching up now. It's going to be 6 Blue who now takes them towards the home turn with 5 coming through in the Turquoise, and now he's clearing away. 4 in the Yellow giving chase, but up towards the finish they go. We've got 1 going the wrong way, but that's not going to be number 5 in the Turquoise who comes home an easy winner from 4 in Yellow back in second, 7 in Black back in third. Some of those just didn't know where they were going.
Pig at 5 was the winner there. We did have to have that replay at the end. Now, did you see how that pig was barging him out of the way? Oh, to be fair, I probably would as well if I was trying to win the race. Anyway, congratulations. If you bet on pig number 5, then you will have won that whole, what was it, £12? £12 into your pocket. There we go. So that means we also have around £11.50 going to the charity cause as well by the time you take out PayPal fees and that kind of thing there. So fantastic. So hope you are having a good one out there so far. Was that you that won that horse then? The horse? That horse? The pig. The pig. It was a pig. There we go. If it was, congratulations to you. But the fun isn't ending there. Oh no. We are moving on to our next race now, which is race number 3. Betting for race number 3 is just opening up. We've got a bit of a different one for you now. We have a lawnmower race, or a lawnmower, as it seems to say on top of the screen, but we'll ignore that. It's just another thing that I've got to sort. So, we have 8 people that are crazy enough to sit on top of their ride-on lawnmowers and race it round a track. They are, number 1, Pesticide Pete, number 2, Free Range Fred, number 3, Intensive Ian. Number 4, Set Aside Steve. Number 5, Battery Barry. Number 6, About Mark. Number 7, Harvesting Harriet. And number 8, Lewis the Lawn. Whew. So those are your riders in this lawnmower race. It is quite simple. They are all going to start off from the standing position. Timer, please, Mitch. Standing position. They are then going to have to run to their lawnmower, get it started, drive it, and try and win the race. It's a lot of fun. 15 minutes starting from now as it started. There we go. So, who are you going to bet on? Is it going to be Pesticide Pete, Free Range Fred, Intensive Ian, Set Aside Steve, Battery Barry, About Mark, Harvesting Harriet, or Lewis, the Lawn. Nearly said Larry the Lawn then. Either way, begins with an L. I'm sure it will all make sense. Those are your riders for this race. Again, it's another one that's a lot of fun. What did you think of the pig race? Did you prefer it to the horses? Did you enjoy it? Would you like more pigs next time? Less pigs? Would you like more fun ones like the lawnmower? We've got caravan racing as well if you really want to push the boat out, or in this case, the caravan. We can do those for you as well. Just let us know in the comments down there for Facebook, and over there, I think it is somewhere over on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. So you're probably thinking, well, what is Challenge Zone and what is it all about? Well, quite frankly, at the moment, due to the way the world is and the UK is with lockdown, it's not a lot other than me standing up here trying to entertain you and bring you something to do on a Tuesday evening 8 and once a month on a Sunday at 7 p.m. for these race nights. But hopefully in the future we are looking to take on a larger venue here in Redditch, which will then hopefully have virtual reality in it. It will have escape rooms in it, as we currently do those in Redditch. It will have a licensed bar, so for people like Gary who like their carling, they can pop along and have a carling. It will have tables and chairs to sit around and chill. Going to have a specialist cocktail menu with all CO2 and stuff bubbling out. It's going to be the funkiest place you could possibly go to. That is the rough idea. It is. And yes, as Mitch has just shouted over, I forgot. It also will have a retro arcade in it. So if you're a fan of your Pac-Man and Space Invaders, and also games like Run Man Run. Never heard of it? Well, you will. It's highly addictive. It was created by Mitch himself. He's a man of many talents, I tell you. Not only can he run a sound desk, a lighting desk, a computer system, a vision mixer, and sing along as well, he can also design games as well. So Run Man Run will be in the arcade section as well. It is only a dream still at the moment. It's something we are looking to produce. We were hoping it was going to happen before COVID took force. We're hoping it's still going to happen afterwards. We're still in talks about that. But that is the dream. Is that somewhere you could see yourself going for a night out, for a few cheeky drinks? The escape rooms, the VR, the retro arcade, some live music as well, maybe. If it is, let us know in the comments. We'd like to know your thoughts. Is it still somewhere you think we should actively develop? Or should we just stick to live broadcasting, events, theme parks, venue magic? What else have I forgotten? Oh, yes, escape rooms, and the countless other things we already do. So, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, that's very true. So, is there somewhere you'd like? Perhaps it is, perhaps it isn't. Let us know in the comments. If you think it is somewhere that you'd quite like to frequent, we want to hear from you. In the meantime, though, we've got a lawnmower race that's only got 11 minutes 20 left until you are able to, or while you're able to bet. The runners are over there, or riders, I suppose, for this one. And they are, number 1 is Pesticide Pete. Number 2 is Free Range Fred. Number 3 is Intensive Ian. Number 4 is Set Aside Steve. Number 5 is Battery Barry. Number 6 is About Mark. Number 7 is Harvesting Harriet. And number 8 is Lewis the Lawn. Those are your riders for this lawnmower race. It's going to be a lot of fun. You will see these lawnmowers sliding around the corners. I'm sure there's going to be an accident or two. They are all wearing the correct PPE. They have their helmets on. They have fireproof jackets on. We all know these lawnmowers. You don't want to try that at home. I know everyone's going to want to as soon as they watch it, but believe me, you can't. It's a dangerous sport, and unless you've got the fireproof jackets and a helmet, I do not condone you going onto a ride-on mower and trying to slide it round a corner. And if you do, please video it, send it in, we'll put it on the channel. Okay, so 10 minutes, 10 seconds left now. Gary Hollenby, fancy dress. Is that is this jacket not fancy enough? It's, you know, does it not kind of do the thing, really? You know. Yeah. No, I'm not going to say at fundraiser, what can I be wearing? Because I know I will be well and truly stitched up. Maybe once lockdown's completely over and no one is watching the stream anymore, I might think about it. Until that point, you're going to have to put up with dodgy jackets like this, okay? Oh my God. If you can't hear that, our technical crew are busy having a discussion about what I could be, and I think they've just voted. They want me to be Ron Weasley. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. I suppose it could have been worse. Gary says Barbie girl. So I think I'd rather go Ron Weasley than Barbie girl. So it's a good thing. Anyway, your riders then. 9 minutes remaining then until the race. James, your flies are undone. Tricky one, as they're buttons. Who knows, though? Who knows? But if they are, apologies to the young children watching. Well, yeah, apologies to the young children, to the ladies, either commiserations or congratulations, who knows? To the gentlemen, commiserations or congratulations, who knows? If it's put you off your beer, John, I do apologise. Have another can, it'll all be okay. There's a number we can give you here in the studio. You can call, you can talk it through, okay? Yeah, it will be Mitch again. Not only will he be doing all the bets and singing and kind of working everything else out, he'll be on the phone to you as well. Apparently, I'd make a lovely Barbie girl. I've sung the song often enough, but that's a totally different story. And I'm not going to go into that now. Your runners on the screen then. Rider number 1, Pesticide Pete. Rider number 2, no, Free Range Fred. Rider number 3, Intensive Ian. Rider number 4, Set Aside Steve. Rider number 5, Battery Barry. Rider number 6, About Mark. Rider number 7, Harvesting Harriet. And rider number 8 is Lewis the Lawn. Those are your runners or riders in this next race. A very good evening to Andy Martin that has just joined us over on Facebook. Hope you're having a good evening. Welcome to the Madhouse. Anything that can go wrong generally is going wrong. It's all live though, you expect that. And wearing a jacket like this, you expect a bit of punishment really, don't you? 7 minutes, 15 seconds remaining to place your bet if you haven't placed that bet so far. So I'm going to go over to the statistics, try and find out which ones haven't got any bets on so far for you. I think there's only 2 in this one that hasn't got any bets. And those 2 we will find out for you in just a second or two once the iPad catches up. 7 and 5. So Harvesting Harriet. Do you think she's too busy harvesting to drive her lawnmower? Never know. And Battery Barry. Well, perhaps his battery's a bit flat. You never know. Those 2 have not got bets on at the moment. So if that tickles your taste buds or floats your boat or drives your lawnmower, get to challengezone.co.uk/bet as you only have 6 minutes 30 remaining to get that bet in. It's quite simple. If you are on a mobile phone, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I'm like a broken record. Mobile phone, scroll all the way down to the bottom. You will find the race is ready and waiting for you there. You'll see the little pictures of the lawnmower. It'll say Lawnmower 1, Lawnmower 2, Lawnmower 3, Lawnmower 4, Lawnmower 5, Lawnmower 6, Lawnmower 7, Lawnmower 8. You just choose which one you want from the names that are on the screen over there. Click Add to Cart. Once you've finished and happy that you've placed all your bets, click Checkout, pay with PayPal, and you are in it to win it. Okay, we'll have a little bit of an update in the next minute or two of how much, if we're in those double figures again, if we're back down into single figures, and we'll be able to reveal what you could earn just before we run the race. Again, we have got another live track from Mitch as well. He'll be singing in the studio again while we tot up and make sure everything is ready to go on that final, lawnmower race. Before we run the race is what I'm trying to say. So 5 minutes 23 now. If you're not thinking about placing your bet, perhaps you should do. Going to check up on that 5 and 7 to see whether they've got any bets placed on them in around a minute time. But this is where it's coming up to 5 minutes. I do my disappearing act. I'm still going to be talking. I'm just going to walk this way. There we go. It's a whole interesting shot on the screen that you've got there of just pretty much nothing. But don't worry. I'm back. Don't worry, if you're wondering what I'm doing, it's the hazer. We turn it off in between the rounds just so that you can see me and all the lights work and stuff. And then we allow it just to start pumping a little bit of haze into the room so it looks all atmospheric for when Mitch is singing. Yes, yeah, that's it. What it is we don't want all the ladies swooning around the screen to see, so we fog the place out so you can't see Mitch. He has trouble singing because it all gets in his throat and stuff, and it creates his voice. It's how it works, apparently, in the business. Oh, yes. So there we go. Free Range Fred apparently is the favourite so far. So if you were thinking about placing a bet on Free Range Fred, I probably wouldn't bother. There's people that have already done it. Go for number 5 or number 7. I do believe Harvesting Harriet has got a bet on now. So Battery Barry it is. If you haven't placed a bet yet, Battery Barry hasn't got one. It might be worth you placing that bet on Battery Barry, because then every single rider has a bet. Simple as that. You stand more chance of winning. It's usually when I say something like that the whole floods of orders come in for Battery Barry, and suddenly then you have 10 people betting on Battery Barry and all earn 50 pence each for their £2 bet. If that is the case, I do apologise, but at least we're earning money for charity. The local charity, again, if you have recently joined us, is Batchley Support Group, who we're raising money for today, as well as trying to line your pockets as well. Nick Chatton, a very good evening to you. You've just joined us as well here this evening. It's good to have you with us. If you haven't placed a bit of a bet, had a bit of a flutter yet, we're on to lawnmower racing at the moment. The race coming up next, for anyone that's interested, we have one more horse race and one more pig race still to come here this evening. So if you haven't had a bet yet, still plenty of time. Still plenty of time. We will be able to place, or you will be able to place bets. So even if you think, yeah, there's only 2 minutes 33 remaining until this one, sit it out. We've got a horse race. We've got some more wacky names for you on the horses. We've got another pig race coming up if pigs are your thing as well. And again, some more funny names for those. So those will be coming up in a few minutes. In the meantime, we have those lawnmowers. I'll go through the riders one more time, just in case you haven't had a chance to pick your one yet. Number one, rider number one, Pesticide Pete. Rider number two, Free Range Fred. Rider number three, Intensive Ian. Rider number 4, Set Aside Steve. Rider number 5, Battery Barry. Rider number 6, About Mark. Rider number 7, Harvesting Harriet. And rider number 8 is Louis the Lawn, or Lewis the Lawn. Those are your riders. Bets cost £2 per bet. Please bet within your means. I know I keep encouraging you to place bets and going, oh, this one hasn't got a bet. That one hasn't got a bet. I'm just doing what I think my job should be. Who knows? Perhaps it's not. But if you can't afford to bet, please don't bet. I'd rather you just have a great evening and keep the money in your pocket. As much as we want to help charity, charity also begins at home. And if you can't eat for the rest of the week because you've blown it all on these bets, then that's not going to help anyone, is it? So do make sure, if you can, keep a little money aside. We want you to eat. It's no problem. You can spend it on your Carling or your Grolsch or your Budweiser or your Corona, and the drink, by the way, nothing else. Or any other drink manufacturer out there or anything like that. If you don't drink, fine. Your Pepsi, your Cola, your Tango, your Fanta, your energy drinks, yes, there's all sorts of things. Or your squash, your orange juices, your apple juices, your pineapple juices. Running out of drinks now. Your waters, your Oasis, your coffees, your teas, your hot chocolates, your Bournville, something, I don't know, running out. They're all available, and it did kill some time, so hey. It's getting quite smoky in here, which means it must be nearly time for another live performance. 20 seconds remaining, in fact. Good news, John says. Pubs hopefully will reopen by the 4th of July. Well, we are all hoping that. And I think businesses might as well just shut on the 5th of July. There's going to be so many hangovers. It's just not going to be worth opening up, is it? Of course, drink responsibly if you go out. Make sure you always keep one in your hand. Anyway, betting has now closed on that word of wisdom. So you cannot place any more bets for race number 3, which is the lawnmower race, which also means we are about ready for another live performance. So while we finish totting up the bets and I take a sip of drink of water, I know what I mean. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it gives me great pleasure to once again to hand you over to the one and only Mitch Loveridge.
Thank you very much. 1 second. Okay. Again, very professional.
Don't worry, he's not actually looking at Facebook right now.
No,
he is
no.
genuinely loading up a song, getting it ready. I promise you, he's not just replying to his Facebook messages. Here we go.
R2D2 just come at me. look into your eyes, it's like watching the night sky or a beautiful sunrise. But there's so much they hold, and just like them old stars, I see that you've come so far to be right where you are. How old is your soul? Well, I won't give up on us, even if the sky gets rough. I'm giving you all my love, I'm still looking up. And when you're needing your space to do some navigating, I'll be here patiently waiting to see what you find. 'Cause even the stars, they burn, some even fall to the earth. But we've got a lot to learn, and God knows we're worthy. No, I won't give up. I don't wanna be someone who walks away so easily. I'm here to stay and make the difference that I can make. Our differences, they do a lot to teach us how to use the tools and gifts we got. Yeah, we got a lot at stake. And in the end, you're still my friend. At least we didn't intend for us to work. We didn't break, we didn't burn. We had to learn how to live without the world giving in. I had to learn what I've got and what I'm not, and who I am. And I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up. I'm still looking up. Well, I won't give up. No, I'm not. God knows I'm tough. He knows. And we've got a lot to learn. God knows we're worth it. We're worth it. Oh, I won't give up on us, even if the skies get low. I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up. Thank you.
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for Mitch Loveridge there. If you have enjoyed that, don't worry, he will not be going anywhere. Mainly because if he does, well, we're screwed with the rest of the evening. Right, that was Mitch. Amazing tracks. I will get him to give more information about what the tracks are and what they're all about in just a short while. He has one more song, I think. One more song coming up in just a short time. There we go. Okay, and I'm back again. So, are you ready for the first premiere of a lawnmower race here on the Challenge Zone channel? Well, that's exactly what is coming up. We have totted up all the bets and all the prizes. I can tell you that there is £6 in the winning pot for this one. There is one of the riders has at least 2 bets on. That means you get £3 each, which is still more than your initial bet. So you are still winning money while helping charity here this evening. So we have £6 on the go. So we're going to just review those lawnmowers once more, just so that you've got them refreshed in your mind, and then we'll go straight into it. So don't forget, we have a horse race and a pig race still coming up. So if you haven't placed a bet with us yet, don't worry, there is more time coming up after this race. But right now, we are about to see race rider number 1, Pesticide Pete, rider number 2, Free Range Fred, rider number 3, Intensive Ian, rider number 4, Set Aside Steve, rider number 5, Battery Barry, rider number 6, About Mark, rider number 7, Harvesting Harriet, and rider number 8, Lewis the Lawn. They're going to battle it out. Let's head on over to the lawnmower track now to see race number 3.
Well, there's the course for Lawn Mower 2, and there are the competitors. It's a Le Mans start, and the starter, flamboyantly dressed, will drop the flag. They will sprint to their machines, which are considerably faster than Lawn Mower 1, and the race will be on. Half a dozen laps. Come on, let's get off the blocks, boys. Drop the flag, you eager beaver. There he is, dressed in his USA. False start. This time, drop the green flag and run for it. Go on, get on with it. Let's get on with it. There's 6 laps to go. So who's off? So Pesticide Pete is there in the blue, and he can't get started. I feel for him. Neither can I. Now that he's half a lap behind, he hasn't got off the blocks yet. So who's in the lead there? It is Free Range Fred. Intensive Ian is there as well. Set Aside Steve is coming up, and it's a nice tight bunch at the head of the field. Look at it. It's intensive racing, this, and they're quick and determined. No suspension whatsoever. You just bump and bang and bore and hope you get through. It's still Free Range Fred from Set Aside Steve, and Battery Barry there in the all red has dropped back, and now this is the battle. Taking the inside line is Set Aside Steve. He's taking the lead. Beautiful driving there, cut inside, took the inside line. Now it's neck and neck. Oh, Fred says, you're not passing me. He has it almost on 2 wheels, and they're going through. Set Aside Steve has a quick look over the shoulder, steers now intently round that little left-hander, going for the right, taking the beautiful line there. Oh, yeah, this guy can really go. And what's happening here? Oh, Intensive Ian is battling with Free Range Fred, and I think he's through. But there is our leader. Clear leader at the moment is Set Aside Steve. Now, who's in second place? It's Intensive Ian. And what's happened to Free Range Fred? It's still Intensive Ian in the green tractor. He is lying second now to Set Aside Steve. Has a quick look over his shoulder. He's quick. Tiny little mower he's racing on. But that is a back mark who says, you can take me on the inside, I don't mind. Pass with ease. Set Aside Steve, number 56, going like the clappers. What is happening to Intensive Ian? He is in second place. Free Range Fred is in third. So while Set Aside Steve is careering on from Intensive Ian, there's a little kerfuffle there, and it's my favourite. Oh no, it's Harvesting Harriet. Oh dear, but she's demonstrating some pulling power. Oh, Harriet, you are not going to finish first today. Set Aside Steve has a quick look back. A mechanic comes in, he says, yeah, I'll heave it. Something's wrong. Give me a bit more choke. Come on, darling, get on the move. Meanwhile, back at the real race, at the thick end of things, it's Set Aside Steve, and there he is, fighting it from Intensive Ian. There's Battery Barry. He's on the charge, all in red, but I don't think nobody will catch Set Aside Steve. He keeps having a quick look round. He's quite happy with his pace. He's well out in front. So let's recap. Steve is definitely there out in front. Second is Battery Barry in all red, then Intensive Ian, and then Pesticide Pete, who's done very well. On the starting line, going nowhere, starting his tractor, and suddenly he's on a big charge. He's in 4th place. But there is the race leader. 10 seconds behind him is in the red Battery Barry. But there is the race leader coming up for the last lap now. Battery Barry not very far behind. There it is, checkered flag. Set Aside Steve wins.
So there we are. Were you the winner? I must admit, always the professional. We were too busy talking. We've got the stream running at the moment. The winner was, I believe, number 4. Something, Steve. Set aside, Steve. Was that your racer? Let me know in the comments if that was. Was it £6? I think it was that winning pound. As you can see, it's going well. We know exactly. We're on it here tonight. We know exactly what's going on, down to the T. No, admittedly, we are making it up as we go along here tonight. Apparently, people say it's what I'm good at, but it's not going so well today. That's true. That's true. I've not called Bod the Bodger for no reason, apparently. Anyway, that was the lawnmower race. What did you think of the lawnmower race? Was it as exciting as you thought it would? Do you want to see more of them? Let us know in the comments down below on Facebook, over there somewhere, I think it is, on YouTube. Do let me know. James, did you start the lawnmower race? Yes, it was one of the things. We've got the track just out the back there. I ran out, gave him a little wave, ran back in again. So it was me in my little jumpsuit. And I got changed to come back on here. Winner, chicken dinner, says Andy Gordon. Congratulations. And a fellow Ginge as well. So it's nice to know that the Gingers are uniting and winning here this evening. Congratulations then if you are a winner. £6 coming back to you for your £2 bet. So how are you getting on out there so far? Well, we'll have a bit of a look through some of the comments in just a minute. Again, if you do want to leave any comments, just down there, just tippy-toppy away. Same with YouTube over that side. It's great to hear from you. Likewise, if you haven't hit the thumbs up yet, or the heart, or the haha smiley face, anything that's good, basically, please do, as Facebook does like the videos that are liked more and get more reactions. So if you do want to hit a thumbs up, please do hit the heart that's there. Likewise, over on YouTube, if you haven't hit subscribe or like yet, please do. It means the world to us. It gives us a little bit of feedback that we are hopefully doing something right here this evening. Likewise, if you do want more of these, again, let us know. We're only doing them once a month at the moment because we understand in this day and age with the way the conditions are and things across the UK, not many people are earning what they should be earning, so we can't keep asking you for money all the time. So we've cut the race nights down to once a month. It'll be on about the same time every month, basically. So keep an eye on our Facebook page. If you haven't joined the Challenge Zone Facebook page yet, then do. It's facebook.com/challengezone.co.uk, I think, is the actual Facebook link. You'd think I'd know it by now, wouldn't you? But there we go. So if you haven't done that, have a search on Facebook. You'll find it. It'll be fine. That's where all the latest information will be going. Right now, though, I feel like opening up some more betting for another race. We're going back to horses this time. So for those of you that missed your little nays, they're coming up now, or a traditional horse race, according to what it says up there in the top corner. It's if you right-hand click, go to title editor, you can hit the little minus and shrink it down a little bit. Training tutorials on the software at the same time. Not that one, not up top. That one, that's it. That's it, there you go. So we now have a horse race 4 up on the screen in the top bit there, rather than horse race 4. We have all the technology here, all the gear and some idea. Generally, Mitch has the idea, not me, that is. So, how are you getting on out there? We have 15 minutes on the clock. Race betting for race number 4 starts from 10 seconds ago, apparently. I don't know. It started from 15 seconds ago. Now you have 14 minutes, 42 seconds remaining to place your bet for horse race number 4. And your riders are as follows. Horse number 1 is folding around. Horse number 2 is exactly what I feel like I'm in right now. It's a nightmare. Horse number 3 is Usain Colt. Horse number 4 is Talk Derby to Me. Horse number 5 is Pony Soprano. Horse number 6, Trojan Horse. Horse number 7, I Done It Again. More than likely for me. Horse number 8, Horsepower. Those are your runners and your riders for race number 4. 14 minutes remaining to get those bets in them. www.challengezone.co.uk/bet is the place you need to go. I will say it again, as I say at every single race. If you're on your mobile phone, scroll all the way down to the bottom. They're there waiting for you. Click add to cart and away you go. If you're looking at it on the luxury of your laptop, it's probably on the right-hand side of your screen where you can hit add to cart. If not, check around the bottom. It's going to be floating around there somewhere. So how are you watching the stream? Have you got one of these smart TVs that's got YouTube or Facebook built into it? So you're watching me on a nice big screen. Or perhaps you're watching from your mobile phone. Who knows? Let us know in the comments. Likewise, if you are a winner tonight, it'd be good to hear from you. If you have won in any of our races, don't worry. Your money will be sent across via PayPal this evening once the stream finishes. Usually the stream everything gets packed up here in the studio. I head off home, put my feet up, have a beer and send all the money over at the same time. Makes me feel good while sorting out the money for charity as well. 12 minutes, 55 seconds remaining then. We have one more horse race and one more pig race to go for this evening, which will then end tonight's race night. But of course, don't forget, 8 o'clock on the Tuesday, you want to be back on the Challenge Zone live stream, as we will be doing our catchphrase and our Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, our anagrams, round the world. We've got Play Your Cards Right as well. We're giving away the Amazon vouchers. We're giving away the Kingfisher vouchers this week. We've got some Vintage Tracks vouchers as well. There's all sorts of vouchers that you can be winning on the stream on Tuesday. Ooh. And Night Wolf Origins. I could say it. Mitch says it better. It's a new game that Mitch has developed. There will be some vouchers available at the end of the month once that is released as well. So it's all to play for. On Steam, where most people are going to be on the 4th of July if the pubs reopen. On Steam, or maybe just steaming. Who knows? Yes, so that is all on the live stream, Challenge Zone live stream coming up on a Tuesday night. 8 o'clock is the place to be. I have a lot of fun, even if no one else does on a Tuesday evening. I throw the cards around a little bit. There's bingo balls that fly everywhere. I make a mess of that as much as I make a mess of this. So it keeps me occupied for a Tuesday evening. So it'd be lovely to have you as a viewer as well. A very good evening to Jordan Chart as well, who has joined us on the live stream. Very good evening to you. Bumped into him a few weeks ago, actually. It's a little story. I've got enough time to tell you. It's not very interesting, but hey, what else are you going to do while you're waiting for the next race? In B&Q, as you do, wandering around, buying some garden furniture. Socially distancing, of course. And who do I almost bump into 2 meters away? Jordan. He just was wandering around buying some materials as well. So, yeah, I remember Jordan back in the good old days of Costas Lane community events and the Redditch Youth Club. And yeah, up at Nigel Clark, good old Dodgy and his studio. Yeah, it's so there you go. He was a very well-connected man, and he's watching us, so we are honoured to have you as a viewer this evening, Jordan. Hope you're doing well, my old mucker. We'll have to catch up once all this corona business is, well, hopefully behind us, or at least under control. How are you finding that anyway? Are you back at work yet? Have you had to slide back into work, or are you still working from home? I myself doing a mixture of it. I'm working from the laptop, but also here in the studio as well. Kind of doing a bit of both. It's something I enjoy. Obviously don't get paid for this side of things, but it keeps me occupied, so it's all okay. But what about you? Are you back in work? Are you one of the unlucky ones that have had to go back, or you've been driven so far up the wall that you're so glad to go back? I know which one I am, and it's definitely the second one. So that is work. Let us know in the comments. We can have a conversation about that if you want. John Bircham placed all his bets earlier. He also placed a bet, apparently £20, that Gary was sat on the toilet while watching the stream. Luckily, we've not been sent the photos to prove or disprove that one. And please, Gary, we don't want to see it. Send them to John, though. I'm sure he will appreciate that one. Anyway, your runners for race number 4, if you've just joined us, we have around 9 minutes, 9 seconds left until we close the betting for race number 4. It's a horse race, and your runners are as follows. Horse number 1 is Folding Around. Horse number 2 is Nightmare. Horse number 3 is Usain Colt. Horse number 4, Talk Derby to Me. Horse number 5, Pony Sperano. Horse number 6, Trojan Horse. Horse number 7, I Done It Again. And horse number 8 is Horse Power. Those are your runners and riders for horse race number 4. We have one race remaining after this, which does actually mean we only have one more live track available. And it's going to be another belter by Mitch Loveridge here. Good to test out all the studio systems and get some live music, as well as me just rabbiting on non-stop for your entertainment. Apparently John Bircham's won out yet. Well, unfortunately, John, that's the way it goes sometimes, but we'll keep trying. There's still 2 races left to go, so you might be luckier on that one. We're going to have a quick look over at the stats and find out which ones haven't got any bets on them. And then we shall see what we can do to help you with. You never know. One of those horses might come in. You never know, they might not. That's the thing. We know about as much as you about these races. We've not seen them in the past. They were loaded up literally just before we went live on air. Oh, okay. I will sort that out within the 7 minutes, 25 seconds. The last race has disappeared, but I can find it again. Don't worry. It's no problem. It's no problem. Yep. So there we go. So John, if you haven't won, don't worry. There's 2 races to go. It's entirely possible that out of those 2 races, you might pick the winning one, but it might be the wrong one. As I said, all the races tonight were loaded just before we went on air, just so that no one had chance within the studio to see them. We don't know whether horse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 is going to win until it actually happens, which is usually why it's a surprise when I come back to the podium and still forget who's actually just won, so I have to watch the stream. I'm as surprised as everyone else on that one. I do know that we will have some more races coming up. On the next one, we've got some caravan races. That will be at the end of June, so look out on Facebook for information on that. The caravan races are fantastic. They've just basically got to drive around with the caravan on the back of them, and the idea is to keep the caravan safe. So you're in a banger car with a caravan on the back. You've got to keep the caravan safe. The one with the most amount of caravan left by the end of the race wins. So that will be coming up at the end of June. We also have more horses. We have more pigs. We have some people racing. If you want people racing, let us know in the comments or by email after, contact@challengezone.co.uk. We've got all sorts of races. If it's going to keep you entertained, we'll be happy to play them for you. So looking down through the races then to find out who has bet on race number 4. I can tell you 6 and 7 and 4. 4, 6 and 7 don't. Right, okay. So, what about Folding Around? Fancy that one? Well, it's a good time to do it. Folding Around, maybe even Pony Soprano. Perhaps Pony Soprano has got his little mates to do something to the other horses and he's going to be the only one left. They're currently tied up in the back somewhere and demanding all sorts of money. You never know. It might happen. Those are the horses. If it was down to me, I'd probably say place a bet on. I don't know who's won, but I know there aren't any bets on those ones. So it's worth a punt. Or maybe not. Who knows? You won't know until after the race, the same as the rest of us. Gary says John hasn't won the £20 either. He wasn't sat on the toilet when he was placing his bets. It's just not your night tonight, is it, John? I tell you what, tune in at 8 o'clock on Tuesday to the Challenge Zone game live stream. You might have a bit more luck on Play Your Cards Right. You've been doing really well at the catchphrases on anagrams on some of them on the Tuesday night. So perhaps that's more your forte than horse racing or pig racing or lawnmower racing. or racing, or betting on people on toilets, betting on racing. Anyway, who knows? 4 minutes, 8 seconds remaining, which means I'm going to do the funny walk again. I am still talking away, though, as I head off stage. You're probably wondering what I'm doing right now, and to be honest, it's not as glamorous as you might be thinking. I'm literally just turning on a nice little haze machine. It all gets nice and foggy in here for when Mitch does his final performance. So we plug that one into there, and we plug that one into there. It is the joy of a socially distanced technical room, in that rather than having lots of technicians running around and everything else, you've got me and Mitch running around doing everything else, and I'm back. And Ellie, of course, helping out as well. I do apologise. Didn't mean to miss you out. Ellie has been the vital button pusher. When Mitch finishes his song and I'm running back to stage, we have to have someone to hit the button to switch it over, because unlike Studio One, where I can just reach over and push it because it's a smaller studio, here it's all the way over in that corner. So I have to run over to get to it, run back again, and likewise Mitch is all the way over in that corner, so he can't get to it either, so we have to have someone that can push the buttons, and Ellie has stepped in and doing an absolute fantastic job of it, so appreciate that. So 2 minutes 50 remaining, which means horse race number 4 is almost upon us. It also means Mitch's final performance is almost upon us. I will get him to talk a little bit about some of the tracks where they came from as well, just mainly because it will fill in some time while we're jiggering around with all the money. We will also get that final performance underway. But in the meantime, 2 minutes 26 seconds now. If you haven't placed your bet, your runners are as follows. Horse number 1, Foaling Around. Horse number 2, Nightmare. Horse number 3 is Usain Colt. Horse number 4, Talk Derby to Me. Horse number 5, Pony Soprano. Horse number 6, Trojan Horse. Horse number 7, I Done It Again. Horse number 8 is Horsepower. They're your runners and riders. They will be running around the track in just a short time. Then we're moving on to some more Piggy Wiggies, which will be our final race of this evening. So I can tell you that now most but one has got bets on it. But am I going to be good enough to tell you which horse that is? No, I'm not. We're going to leave it until literally 45 seconds remaining, and then I'm going to tell you which horse hasn't got that bet on it. You can place a bet, you cannot place a bet. Who knows? But I'm going to give you that chance, that last minute. It should give you enough time to get to the website, click on the add to basket, and get to PayPal before we close it. No pressure, Mitch. Just have a look to find it for me, will you? Because I can't. Anyway, moving on. 1 minute, 8 seconds remaining until we go to that final horse race of the evening. We have got the pig race still to come, but it's a final horse race of the evening. Remember, £1 of every single bet goes back into the winning pot. £1 of every single bet goes into, or near enough £1 goes into the charity, which is Batchley Support Group here in the local area. We take PayPal fees out of that. It depends on how much they charge, but generally most of that money goes to charity. We don't take anything here. It is purely done for the enjoyment and for the torture of running around doing everything. What else would I be doing on Sunday evening other than drinking and relaxing? So, Mitch, have you found it? Horse 8, Horsepower. You have 20 seconds. Going to be close. www.challengezone.co.uk/bet. Get in there. Get to horse number 8. Place that bet. Are you going to be able to do it? 3, 2, 1. We will find out in just a minute or two if that horse number 8 managed to get its final bet. If not, it'd be the first one of the evening that didn't have a bet on it. What happens in this situation if horse 8 happens to win? That money goes straight to charity. Okay, so if horse 8 hasn't got any bets on it and it wins, that goes to charity. If not, someone will win the prize pot. We're going to go and work out what that prize pot is. In the meantime, you know what's coming up. You know what's coming up right now. I'm going to swap on over to that. I'm going to put that live there. And actually, if you could just switch over to Mitch while he's just sorting out the music. So Mitch.
Hello.
you want to tell us a little bit more about your music and the songs and who, what, where, when, and why, how they've come about, how long you've been doing it, and that kind of thing?
Okay. Well, I've been singing since I can remember. I've actually been a professional, where I've been doing it for just my career, for the past 4 years, and I am, rightfully, as you try to say, trying to retire, and you never let me.
No chance. You never.
It is my dream, but I've also, now I work for James, I actually do work with him. I've found that the gaming industry, that things I know, have actually been a lot more fortuitous for someone like me who's tried for 17 years to force for something that I thought wasn't even possible. But then in the short space of time that I've worked for James, I've managed to proper land on my feet again, which is nice. All the songs I've sang are all covers, they're not mine. I do write my own stuff. I have an album released called 12 Years in the Making. I have wrote a double disc album called Always, but I'm not releasing that anytime soon. I'm releasing all my games that I've been making first. Again, Nightwolf Origins is what I'm donating to the Challenge Zone as voucher for Steam when it's released on the 31st of July, which is a standalone role-playing game that I've made. And it is very much, if you like your original Final Fantasy and stuff like that back in the day, then you're going to like this game. And as you said, Run Man Run is my first ever arcade game, which actually has its own arcade base that's going to be in the Challenge Zone arcade when it's open in town. So yeah, like if you do want to check out some of my stuff, by all means, I'm not going to feel no way about it just because I'm quitting. I'm actually just quitting live performances, and instead I'm doing stuff like this. I'm always going to sing. I don't think I'm ever not going to sing, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to push for it to be my career anymore. So I'm just going to get this track up. This last track is 7 Years by Lucas Graham, and the cool thing about this track is when I performed this track last, I did it on a Facebook live stream for a lockdown group, and they muted me and gave me an email telling me that I sounded like him. It's a pretty cool thing. So yeah, here we go. Can I have the track up a little bit, please? I'm half deaf in this ear, so if I do go a bit loud, it's because I can't actually hear what's going on. Thanks, bro. Once I was 7 years old, Mama told me, make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. It was a big, big world, we thought we were bigger, pushing each other to the limits, we were learning quicker. And by 11, smoking herb and drinking burning liquor. Never rich, so we were out to make the steady figure. Once I was 11 years old, Daddy told me, get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely. Once I was 11 years old. I always had that dream, my day before me, so I started writing songs, I started writing stories. Something about the glory always seem to bore me, cause only those I really Make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. Once I was 7 years old. Thanks very much for listening to me tonight. You have a great evening. Peace and love and stay safe.
Ladies and gentlemen, what about that? Let's have a massive round of applause there for Mitch Loveridge. See, even the speakers gave you feedback then. It's fantastic. They loved it as well. Okay, so that was our final live performance here this evening in Studio 2 of the Challenge Zone Studios. Which can mean only one thing. We're just about ready for a race. Just about ready. Although, I say we're just about ready for the race, this is where I have to walk this way again. Because during that live performance, I did forget to find out where it was. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. It's all gone horribly wrong here today. Right, so the first race we were going to show you was the end of the last one, which had the results on, so we changed it to something else. Then we pressed play before it's ready to press play, which then meant it started without the introduction and it all went horribly wrong, which basically meant you saw it before I was ready for you to see it, which meant it was going too quickly. So, without further ado, we've now picked another random one out of the folder of races. If you have bet in this race, very good luck to you, as we're now going to go into race number 4 and find out from our expert how your horses are going to do.
So we're going to go over a list of the runners and riders, starting with Lingfield. And horse number 1, all the jockeys in the race think he should be up front because he had a Vindaloo last night, and being behind him is not going to be the place to be today. Number 2 will stay the pace, maybe he's 2 or 3 furlongs out, and then it just drops away. You can say bye-bye to that one. Number 3, well, we're sorry, we don't give any refunds. And number 4, by far the best horse in the field today. It's worthwhile being on number 4. Number 5, the jockey was warned off last time for excessive use of the whip, but his girlfriend was quite pleased. Number 6 runs like there's no tomorrow, and he could take some catching. He could give number 4 quite a bit to do. Number 7, Lucky 7, could be in with a surprise, could do well today. He runs on strongly at the finish. And number 8, well, he's got the eye of the tiger, the heart of a lion, but unfortunately the rest of them is due for the knacker's yard. Dog food. But we'll go down to Lingfield Park and see how they do.
And they're away to a level break with 3 quickly into his stride, 6 on the far side, but 4 pushes through into second place as they run into the first bend. And out into the back straight, 3 has a lead of a length over 4. Right tucked in against the near rails is 6, and 1 going very easily on the outside. Then the orange colours of 8, and towards the rear of the field we have 2, 7 and 5. Down the back straight with just about half a mile to go, and on the inside it is still 3, who's been in front from the start, just has a length lead over the yellow colours of 4, going very easily, 3 out
out, and the green colours is 1, and on the wide outside with the yellow hood we have 7, followed by 5. Right at the back of field is 2, and just in front of him is 8. But 3 continues a length clear of 4, going cosily on the outside, and going up now to dispute second is 1, and those 3 just a length or so clear of 8, and the hard ridden on the inside 6. Going wide is 7 and 5, and now they go into the bottom bend with just about 3 furlongs to go, and easing into the lead on the outside goes 1. He's got a lead now of 2 lengths over 3, who's been pushed along all the time, and then looking further back, 6 on the inside rails and trying to launch a run on the outside is the yellow hood of 7, but 1 looks as though he has it home and hosed as they turn back towards us with just a furlong and a half to go. 1 has gone clear, he's drawn 5 or 6 lengths clear from 3, making ground late is 7, but has got a great deal to do, and the jockey on the leader looks over his right shoulder. He's happy with what he sees. He's going to ease down now as they come inside the final half, and here comes 7 eating up the ground. The leader is stopping to a walk. It's 1 from 7, and 7's getting up on the near side. That is tight. We'll leave that to the judge. But 1 it is. 1 stuck his head out. 1 has got there. He's held on from 7.
Oh, there we go. We're back. Yes. Hello. As always, we know exactly what's going on. Sorry, it was too busy looking through settings and things then. Do apologise. Right. The winner of that one, number 1, I do believe, which was... Foaling Around. Was that your horse? Are you the winner of horse number 1? Hopefully. There. So there we go. Right. So let us know in the comments, of course. We had everything go wrong again then. Facebook kicked itself out and kind of everything went wrong. We didn't know if we're still streaming, not streaming, or anything else. As it happens, we weren't streaming because the race had ended. It was just complete black air. But we're back with you now. Congratulations if you have won that race. We are going to wing straight into our final race here this evening. We're going to pop up the clock for your 15-minute countdown. We are going to then start that clock as quickly as we can, and we are then going to open up the betting. So this final race this evening is a pig race, okay? And your runners and riders are on the screen over there. So pig number 1 is Chris P. Bacon. Pig number 2 is Frankfurter. Pig number 3 is Hamlet. Pig number 4 is Piggy Smalls. Yeah. Pig number 5 is Pig Mac. Pig number 6 is Spider Pig. Spider Pig. Pig number 7 is Ploppers. And pig number 8 is Snoop Hoggy Hog. Yeah. We're down with the kids with this race. Anyway, those are your runners and riders for the final race of this evening, race number 5. www.challengezone.co.uk is the web address you need to go to if you haven't placed a bet or want to place a bet. Of course, bets cost £2. Please do bet responsibly. We don't want anyone to go hungry or thirsty or not be able to cover their bills because they're spending lots of money on betting here this evening. It is the final race of this evening though, so do make sure if you are planning to bet, you do bet on this one. 13 minutes 52 seconds remaining until that final race will be happening. There is no live music after this betting closes either. We're just going to go straight through and tell you exactly what it's going to cost and how it's going to cost. Okay, so 13 minutes and 32 seconds remaining now. A very good evening to Paul Edwins, who's tuning in as well to watch us. You've missed a great evening so far, Paul. I can understand everyone's busy, but do try and be punctual next time, okay? 7 o'clock we start on these race evenings, so please try harder. Only joking. No, it is all okay. If you do want to flutter for the last race, you can do. Challengezone.co.uk, somewhere down there. /bet is the place to do it. So, sorry, I was just distracted then. There was a flash of light and I wondered what was going on, and it was just a picture being taken. So that's okay. That's fine. It's not something blowing up. Always good. We have the final race this evening. It is a pig race. Of course, if you do want any other type of races, we're doing this once a month to raise money for local causes and also giving a little bit of entertainment. So if you would like to join in and would like different races, let me know. I have a whole month now to source different races for you. So perhaps you want a snail race. Perhaps you want a human race, a car race, you name it, we can get it sourced for you, ready, and get the betting open for you. Of course, don't forget, we do have that Challenge Zone live stream every Tuesday evening as well, where you can play some fun and games. All the games game show, we have Catchphrase, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Play Your Cards Right, Round the World, and some anagrams and stuff as well. It's usually a good evening. We get you to phone in, say what you see, all that kind of thing. It's audience participation all the way through, and you can win that £10 Amazon gift voucher. We have Kingfisher Shopping Centre vouchers. We have Vintage Tracks vouchers as well, courtesy of Roz over at Vintage Tracks. So thank you very much. Thank you to her for donating those. So we have lots happening on a Tuesday evening. It is from 8 o'clock. It's on my personal Facebook page. It's on the Challenge Zone live stream on YouTube. It's on the Challenge Zone Facebook group as well. So plenty of places to see it. 11 minutes 20 then remaining of the final bets this evening. challengezone.co.uk/bet, and your runners for the pig race of number 5, the final one of the evening, are pigs number 1, Crispy Bacon. Pig number 2, Frankfurter. Pig number 3, Hamlet. Pig number 4, Piggy Smalls. Pig number 5, Pig Mac. Pig number 6, Spider Pig. Pig number 7, Ploppers. And pig number 8, Snoop Hoggy Hog. Oh, Pig Mac just makes me want to just have one of those burgers that are branded with the large M that I'm not going to promote on here because we promoted lots of people and lots of drinks and stuff here tonight. But soon be able to just sink back into it again. It'd be amazing. It'd be amazing. I didn't get looking like this without sinking 1 or 2 Pig Macs. I can tell you that much. Okay. What are you waiting for? When it reopens, what is your meal of choice? Or is it just the whole menu is, let's face it, we like it. Double sausage and egg McMuffin meal. That does mean you have to be up for breakfast, though. That is the downside with the McMuffin meals and stuff like that. You actually have to be up and out to pick them up or get them delivered, I suppose. So, yeah, but by 10:30, it's still practically the night. Oh, Big Tasties. Tandem stock car figure of 8. Funny you should mention that, Andy Gordon. I have one of those. I do. We have a race on the system that has 2 cars on top of each other. Sorry, we're going from talking from food to talking about cars. Just picked up one of the comments on Facebook, and I'm excited to go for it. But picture this. 2 cars on top of each other. One of the cars has the steering. One of the cars has the pedal. You have to work as a team. You can't communicate with each other. Someone's got to do steering, someone's got to do the pedals and the brakes and that kind of thing. And you've got to try and win the race. We have a couple of those. I'm more than happy at the end of June's race night to include 1 or 2 of those if you want. Likewise, I think I'm going to include the caravan one as well, because that's always quite an entertaining one as well. And we'll see. We might even put a horse or piggy one in there as well. But again, do let us know in the comments if there is something you want to see racing-wise to bet on at the end of June. We will make it happen. Give us a little bit of notice. Don't turn around the day before and go, actually, here's my list. Please make these races available by tomorrow. Not sure why you're talking that voice either, but don't do it either. We won't be able to get those races in time. We are, however, going to have a final pig race for this evening. 8 minutes 20 until betting has taken place or is taking place. Then we will get that race underway. Mitch is at the ready. Ellie is at the ready. They are both at the ready to get this race straight on. We are totting up all those tote ticket sales through the website. we will give you an update in just a minute or two on which ones have got bets on and which ones haven't. It's a pretty close one with this one. As I said, with the last race, I can reveal horse number 8. Well, yeah, it was a horse, wasn't it? Horse number 8 in the last race did not get any bets on, so it's a good job that one didn't win. As much as we want it to go to charity, we also want to raise money and put it into your pocket as well. So every single bet, at least 75 pence, 80 pence of that goes to the charity. After the PayPal fees, they get taken out of it, and then the rest goes to charity. So as much as we like giving to charity, we also like putting it back in your pocket as well. 7 minutes 20 remaining. Just having a quick look through them. We shall refresh the system and find out how many. Oh, the whole screen's gone blank. There we go. It has gone blank, but we will find out if I'm pretty sure there's perhaps one or two that hasn't got a bet on at the moment. I will be able to tell you once the system wakes up. Or once Mitch wakes up. There we go. Now, to be fair, Mitch has done an absolutely blinding job this evening. As you're placing the bets, he's the one calculating it, sorting it, making sure it all adds up, working out what's going out to who. So a big thank you to Mitch. All doing it for the love of being here as well. So likewise with Ellie, we are all here. None of us are getting paid to do this. We are doing it at the we are doing it out the kindness of our hearts and maybe for a takeaway afterwards. Easily bribed with food, you see. That's the kind of workforce we like. It happens a lot in events. Slave labour is the kind we love here in the studio. Producing results like this, to be fair, it was a team effort to make this set look as amazing as it is. If you would have seen it a few weeks ago, it was a storeroom for event kit. All the event kit, everything got gutted, it got completely moved out. We rearranged everything. We've managed to put the stage in, we put the lighting rig in, we put the star cloths in, the drapes in, the TVs in. We've managed to sorted everything out. Admittedly, if you look in certain places behind the blackout cloth, you'll just see big piles of stuff. We'll worry about that another day. But we've managed to produce Studio 2 in a very short space of time. We also have the small studio. Again, you will have seen that if you've tuned in on the Tuesday evening. That will still be broadcast from there on a Tuesday, but then we'll be using this for all sorts of lovely broadcasts as well, which we will be going into in the near future. So, looking over at Mitch then. Cool. Hamlet, pig number 3. Hamlet hasn't got any bets at the moment. Oh, sorry, Hamlet has got a bet at the moment. I do apologise for that. Piggy Smalls, not down with the kids, not getting those bets in, not getting the bets in. I think it's just because of kind of approach. Who knows? Who knows? Spider Pig, I tell you what, this is going to help. Possibly not. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Spider Pig, Spider Pig. Does whatever Spider Pig. I can't remember it. I can't remember. Look out, Spider Pig. It has, I must admit, it's been sung in the corner there. I failed miserably, which is probably a good thing because I tried. Everyone loves a trier, apparently. Yeah, no, I must admit, Harry Plopper was on the race night a couple of weeks back, so we did use Harry Plopper. We're trying to come up with different names all the time, and it's difficult. Pig-based names, it's not as easy as you think, especially when you're coming up with 16 each time. It's a tricky one. Very good evening again. Oh, Gary Hollenby's just tuned back in. Perhaps he's just been for his Plopper that John was on about just a short while ago. John, you may have won your £20 now. You never know, though. He probably wasn't placing a bet at the time. 3 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. I don't have to walk this way this time because there isn't a live track at the end of this one. It is the final race, so your final chance to bet, and 3 minutes left to do it. Remember, if it gets to 0 and you are at PayPal, you can still check out. It will still be counted. But if you're at 0 and you're only just adding to cart, it won't let you place that final bet. So, 2 minutes 41 seconds, 2 minutes 39 seconds now. It took me that long to say it, just went on by. Pig number 1, even Chris P. Bacon. Pig number 2, Frankfurter. Pig number 3, Hamlet. Pig number 4, Piggy Smalls. Pig number 5, Pig Mac. Pig number 6, Spider Pig. Pig number 7, Ploppers. And pig number 8, Snoop Hoggy Hog. There were far too many pigs in that whole entire section for my brain to cope with. 2 minutes 8 seconds until the race. Got Mitch is busy counting on all his fingers at the moment, working out how much. I know that it's going to be 6 screens. 6 screens. How many computers? 2, 3 computers, 2 iPads, 3 phones, a wireless keyboard, and a few other things as well. It's all going crazy here. 1 minute 42 remaining. I can tell you that it is higher than £6 that you could win if you win in this race. Maybe 7. You never know. Doesn't quite work in the figures. Who knows? But it is higher than that at the moment. We will get you the exact monies in just a moment's time. 1 minute 20. So we have the racing coming up. It is the final pig race. Are they going to barge each other into the sides again like they did on the last pig race? You never know. It's possible. Quite vicious, the pigs, especially if they're hungry. Talking of hungry, takeaway very, very soon. Oh, yes, yes. What else is Sunday for other than takeaways, beer, roast dinners? I would say pubs, but we can't at the moment. But they will be open. Can't wait for them to open back up and have just a nice ice-cold pint. Whether it's Guinness, Carling, London Pride. Oh, so many choices, so many choices. A very good evening to Sean Atkinson that's just tuned in. You have literally 25 seconds to place your bet on those runners if you need to place a bet. It's just down there, www.challengezone.co.uk/bet is the place you need to go to place your bet. 10 seconds remaining. If you get to that PayPal screen, you are safe. You can still place that bet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Betting has finished. It means the May racing is coming to an end. We have that final race on its way. Just giving Mitch just a little bit of time just to make sure he's totted up those final values. He's busy. He's got all his fingers. Just while he's doing that, Gary says, but not Corona. I quite like Corona. I'd be lying if I didn't say, and I'm on about the beer here before anyone says anything, I do have a fridge full of Corona at the moment. It's not here, sadly, but it'd be nice and cold when I get back later. Corona. It's a good drink. It reminds me of being in Cozumel, Mexico many years ago, but that's a story for another day. We have the amounts ready to tell you, and I can tell you that if you win race number 5, or if you are a winner in race number 5, you will win £6. We tried. I was going to build it up even more and more, but no, it will be £6. So if you have Crispy Bacon, Frankfurter, Hamlet, Piggy Smalls, Pig Mac, Spider Pig, Ploppers, or Snoop Hoggy Hog as your pig, remember they react a lot better if you shout at your screen. The louder you shout, the quicker the little piggies will run. Don't believe me? Give it a try. We're going to get rid of this side screen now. We are going to get rid of the ticker saying betting is closed because, hey, it's closed. And we are going to go over to our final pig race. Good luck to all those who have placed a bet here this evening.
So here we are at the start of this race, and the excitement is mounting. I hope your pounds are well spent.
So the loading up procedure is underway. And the first one we can see there, number 8. Number 8 in the red jacket slots forward into his stall. In the dark green, it's number 3, looking really fit as a flea today. And let's hope his sense of direction is a little better in the race. The other way, there you go, he's in. Number 4 is in the yellow. Oh, look at him going, like an old pro, he knows the way. Then number 1 in the red. In he goes. The whole field are nearly locked away. Here in the blue is number 6. Where's he going? They'll grab him back in a second. There he goes. He's going in. This is number 5 in the turquoise. Slotting in nicely. There won't be too many more in the black. Number 7. He's slotting in towards his outside stall and might well be completing the lineup. There's number 2 in the black. Just a couple more left to go forward. And they're all in. They're off and racing, and red 1 gets away well here with yellow 4 bang there. Red 8 is back in third. The others all playing catch up as they head to the halfway point on the right-handed turn for home, and it's yellow 4 out in front. Gives a bit of a bump there to black 2 in second, but he's jumping like Arkle, this one in front here. It's yellow 4 in front, goes on to win really easily from black 2 in second. Red 1 was back in third. What a performance from the 4 yellow piglet there.
Pig 4 was the winner. Did you have pig number 4? If you did, you have just won yourself £6 for your £2 bet. Who was pig 4? Pig 4. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's just zoom it all in over on that side. Pig number 4. Piggy Smalls. There we go. For a while he wasn't down with the kids. No one was interested in betting on him, but we do have a winner of £6. If that was you, congratulations. Well done. £6 will be winging its way to you in just a short while via PayPal. Well, there we go. John Bircham says he won. He won Piggy Smalls. Yes! Lexa nearly went then. There's a lot of money sat on here in iPhones and wireless keyboards and remote controls and all sorts of things. Congratulations, John, for winning one of the races. It's what it's all about here this evening. That will be winging its way back over to your PayPal account. See, I can do that again now as well. You can come back into the centre because there's nothing else popping up on that side. Okay, well, we hope you've enjoyed this race night here this evening. We have been raising money for Batchy Support Group, an amazing local charity support group here in Redditch. They do some amazing work in the community, from their food banks to helping the homeless, to giving support to people that are just down at the moment and needing a little bit of help and advice. There's always someone available to talk there, and if they can't help themselves, they will know who to speak to. So if you are in the local area and do feel a little bit low at the moment, perhaps you're stuck in isolation and just need someone to talk to, well, why not get in touch with Batchy Support Group? If they can't help you, they will know someone that can. It's an amazing organisation. We're proud and privileged to be helping raise some money for them and keeping donating to them. And a massive thank you to all you out there who have bet this evening, as a proportion of all your bets have been going into that charity pot. We'll release the information over onto Facebook a little bit later on how much has been raised for charity and how much has been given away in prizes. But for this evening, that is pretty much it. Don't forget, Tuesday evenings at 8 o'clock. We do our game show. Every single Tuesday, it's on the Challenge Zone YouTube page, it's on the Challenge Zone webpage, and I also stream it across onto my personal Facebook page as well, just for the hell of it. So if you have enjoyed tonight with the race night, you might enjoy our All the Games game show every single Tuesday, 8 p.m, across Facebook, YouTube, and the Challenge Zone website. We've got catchphrase, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, anagrams, around the world, and a few other bits. We've got Amazon vouchers to give away. We've got Kingfisher Shopping Centre vouchers to give away. We've been given some vintage tracks vouchers to give away as well. That's all happening this Tuesday from 8. So if I don't see you before, I shall see you back again there. On behalf of myself, Mitch and Ellie, who have been running here this evening, we thank you and good night.